Hello everyone, how's it going? Running into a few issues getting things fired up today, so that's why I'm running a bit late. Apologize about that. For some reason my game client, I'm trying to pull the game client from our internal servers and I ran into an issue so I had to re-download it. So that's why I'm on the big screen today, right now. But it should be just a couple more minutes and I will be in the live game world. Hello everyone and welcome to Court of the Rings here on twitch.tv/LotraStream, youtube.com/Lord of the Rings/live, and facebook.com/Lotro. I hope. Kept on saying the operation was timed out, but then it went through, so. I'm having problems today. You always have problems. Hello. Alright, so what do we got going on here? Let me welcome everyone to the show. I'm going to be doing Yuletiding in a little bit, but first I thought I'd talk a little bit about the news, what's going on in the world of Lotro today. Dun, 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 dun. In the news, first off, the Yuletide Festival has arrived. Yep, Yuletide is here. It is officially live in all the live worlds. Liven it up, all live and stuff. But that's not all. Let me actually call up our release notes real quick, see if there's anything I should call out to folks here. We did have a patch today. It went live, was it around 10, quarter to 11, something like that. So we're all good there. The release notes, the main thing is the Abyss of Mordath raid is now live for level 115 characters. That includes the original Challenger title. I know that we have some kinships that have been giving me a lot of messaging saying when I need to compete. So I bet we've got some kinships in game right now working to get that challenge, the original Challenger title. We did also fix a problem with Chess and Stoneheit and Barad Guldur, and some issues with monster drops like Thror's Hammer and Galadir's Sword, Isengard Woodcutters. We had a couple of quests that were broken due to a change we had made earlier. One nice piece is the Mount Collection Deeds are now available for hobbits and dwarves. That was a bug we wanted to get fixed. We've significantly increased the Ash of Gorgoroth that drops from Gorgoroth Steelbound loot boxes. We've also added a thing with the Aria of the Valar, so you'll now get Rohan and Gondor deed tomes that will automatically complete a selection of trait point granting quests and deeds from the regions. If you already have used your Aria of the Valar, you can visit your class trainer to get the regional deed tomes. We did a little bit of work on PvMP, mostly an issue with free player NPC guards. They're no longer level 116. The morale, they're bummed out about it. And then monster players can speak to Rulam and Gramsfoot to trade in their Gorgoroth Steelbound loot boxes for Honorian Ironbound loot boxes. This is because monster players have been getting those loot boxes but get nothing in them. So until we fix that issue, we're giving you Honorian Ironbound loot boxes instead. We do have a couple of known issues. Some chests in older instances are not dropping the loot they're supposed to. There is one issue with the Abyss of Mordath raid. This is particularly of interest to people who like to kite a lot. If you move one of the bosses too far down toward the end of the bridge, you can fail the challenge without warning. It really is... It makes sense in context, but we don't really have a lot of messaging there. So don't try to kite that boss all the way across the map. And then we do have a minor cursed gear issue giving you incorrect messaging. So that's that. How much is significantly more ashes? We don't really get into drop rates. Sorry. Quite a bit more, though. Cool, my client is ready to go, so it should be just a minute and I will be live. Click, darn you. Man, XSplit is being a jerk today. This computer is just not playing nice with me. So like I said, I tried to get the clients working, and then the clients weren't working, and I tried to launch XSplit, and then XSplit wasn't working, and I tried to go live on Facebook, and Facebook wasn't working. I feel like I am cursed today. Oh my god. Yep. Quick programming note. I don't know for a fact that I am going to be doing a show next week. We're getting close to our holiday break here at SSG, and I'm picking up my son this weekend, so I've got him over the holidays. So depending on kind of what the schedule is and how things go, I may not be here next week, which means this may be the last Court of the Rings of 2017, because I'm definitely not doing one the week of Christmas. So if you don't see me for a couple of weeks, it's not that this show was so incredibly bad that someone finally noticed and said I'm not allowed to do that again. It's simply because I've got a couple weeks off. Oh man, yeah. Have I drawn the Mortar Prize for Extra Life? Yes. I am largely done with the Extra Life giveaways. All the giveaways have been messaged out. I'm still hearing from some folks who wanted to think about their titles or avatars, and I've got a couple of people looking to kind of, I don't know, they've got questions or whatever, which is fine. PM me if you run into any issues with anything, but overall I have got all of it done, and I did give away the X-Packs. All, what, 5 of them. Yep, we were patching from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m., but we were able to get it live a little early, so that is nice. Yeah, it's possible I might do it from home, or I might be in the office next Thursday, and my kid's, you know, amused enough that I can kill an hour doing the live stream. We'll kind of have to play it by ear in terms of that, but I'm definitely not doing one the week following, so we'll kind of have to see how it all goes. Yeah, he actually kind of likes being on stream. He doesn't really tell me why, but it's because he watches a lot of YouTube, like most kids his age do. And so he sees all these kind of YouTube kids and everything streaming, and he sees his dad streaming, and he wants to stream too. But he's only 6 years old, so he doesn't get to yet. But he's got the bug, I think. So wouldn't be surprised if he snuck his way onto the stream here in the near future. I'm not going to say it because of privacy reasons, but he already has his YouTube name picked out. Can I read your note, Uger? Oh, can you pass my note to everyone on the Locher team? I want to say the goat guards for the housing is my favorite, and I cannot wait to get it as soon as possible. SSG is the best. With this update, I feel my bond with the game has grown to be way better. Thank you so much, Uger. That's very kind of you. Al J. Bookworm, who asks, when are scholars going to get the recipes to make Doomfold essences? I have passed that along. It was a couple weeks back to the team. I've not heard anything since. Is the team working to fix healing skills? They are no longer in line with player morale. I'm not sure that that is accurate. I mean, I appreciate... So I know that when we went live with Mordor, we had an issue where, For a little while, healing had been out of control. And I know that we deliberately scaled back some. So, I'm sorry, but I am tempted to say that that is working as intended. Excuse me. Where'd my shield go? Oh, here's my shield. Okay. You know, healing had kind of gotten ridiculous, and so I know that they deliberately scaled it back a little bit as we were doing the level up to 115. Yeah, Hadderb, he says he's got a nephew who says he wants to be a YouTuber when he grows up. Man, that is so true. That is his generation, my son's generation. Their YouTube is their television. It's their network television.
I do not ask much of you. Stay and hear me out.
Alright, so it looks like I'm going to start by telling people to sod off. That's one of them.
How can I be of service?
Like any good holiday, you start by... Shoot, what button is that again? Okay, X. Here we go. Why must I have two seasonal events at the same time? Oh, we don't, right? Because the encore has ended. So we should be good there.
How can I be of service?
You can be of service by getting the heck out of here. You checked the captain trainer and was going to trade the Doomfold armaments, and there was none to trade in the vendor unless I'm missing something. Sorry, I don't really know about that one. Best I could say is just pass it along as a bug report. We'll see what's up. Alright, so I got Ted Ives and Bill Hyde. Yo, Ted, where are ya? There, that's the barter vendor. Guess down this way. I remember the Fall Fest from last year, so hopefully it'll be a little bit of a more active event this time. Beard shedding agent? No. Okay, I was already here. So, let me think. Where is Ted Ives and the other nerd? Okay, that's the theater. Hey, Sans Window, nice to see you here. Okay, now I'm back to where I was. So, is this a case where they don't always appear, or someone already talked to them? I gotta wait for them to show up? I think so. Ah, okay, there would be one here then. It is beginning to look a lot like Yulefest. Why does the splash screen still say the Fall Festival? That is something we'll need to look into. Let me... So we had an issue on DDO recently that I suspected we're also having on Lotra, which is that some game clients are not updating their splash screens correctly. Alright, so I'm trying to... Wilden of Caval says, am I aware that the best-in-slot jewelry is currently only available from loot boxes, and the best-in-slot armor for 5 of 7 pieces are only available via Ash Barter? I would be curious to know more about specific stats there as to why you feel that version is not as good as the versions you can get from the instances or the raid. I guess I'm not quite sure specifically what piece of content you're looking at. But the intention is that the stuff you get from the loot boxes is similar to in power, but not really exact compared to what you can get from actually running the content. I wanted to ask about Don T2C. Dungeons and Narrowband. We completed the challenge last night, did not receive the challenge chest. Any plans to look into this? We will have... I mean, again, I would send in a bug report on that. I don't specifically know what might be going on in your case. It's a little hard for me to like, troubleshoot that over chat here, you know what I mean?
I didn't break it.
Yeah, so what, I mean, do you know what they're talking about? Is this, like, I have definitely not heard of a massive bug where nobody's getting chests from Dungeons and Narrowband. So, anyone know?
I have, unfortunately, no idea. I don't do the instances,
Yeah.
sorry.
There we go.
However, I request your presence down at the field.
Down at the field. That means I need to figure out where you are.
Follow me if you'd be so kind.
Okay.
Follow the little green dot.
Any word on when DPS for mini rune keepers, lore masters, legendary items will be increased? No, nothing to announce. Sorry.
Pick up the quest from this gentleman right here.
Oh, we're doing a snowball battle, huh? Should I do easy, hard, or daily?
You should probably do easy.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Words. Yeah. Moonstone Cold Set of the Pathfinder Artifice is the next best light level. The instance jewelry has a lower light level. So are we just looking at lower light level, or because sometimes, you know, one thing's going to have a little bit less of one thing to have a little bit more of another thing? Alright, so what do I need to know to do this in terms of finding snow? How do I chuck snowballs? Do I need to find something in my inventory?
When it starts here in a minute or so, snowballs will spawn, and you have to beat other people to get to the snowballs, and then you throw snowballs at people.
Okay. I like throwing snowballs at people. Okay. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's right there. So I guess what I'm trying to say is just because something might have a little bit less light of Arendelle doesn't automatically make it not as good an item, because there may be something other than the light of Arendelle that balances that out.
Hey!
Getting pelted with snowballs.
In your
Why
face.
is the loot all being so slow? Alright.
Easy target. The
So it's
layering
a-
didn't work right though. I figured if you want to get hit by snowballs, it might as well be by friends.
Oh, for sure. There's no way to like shield block it, is there? It's just a matter of kind of ducking around these things.
Yeah, pretty much. Or you can throw through the snowball, or through the snowman, apparently.
Yeah. Ah. Yay.
And then it despawns after a while to reset.
Cool.
Yeah, the hard one is seriously, it can be tough. Now, the trick of what I do, I actually wound up leveling 3 alts from 95 to 105 last year just by doing the festival. Every day I would do all the quests, not turn them in, pop an XP boost because, you know, XP boosts are awesome, and then just turn them all in and get fat XP.
Nice. I wanted to go head over to that snowman bit. That was up around
Do you want to build a snowman?
the abominable snow beast one. Let's see, that's east of Winterhome. Okay.
Follow me, please.
I can find it myself. Oh, okay, that's actually a ways away. Okay, cool.
Oh, it's fun. They were sleeping last night, I noticed, and you can't mess with them. This is all pretty self-contained. You're not running all over creation to get stuff done.
Yeah. Alright, so someone is basically has been texting me in chat, basically talking a little bit about the item stuff that was mentioned earlier. Saying as well that... Let me see if I can find it now. Where am I going? Where am I going? Oh, here we go. Yeah, I remember doing the acting thing last year. I'll do that one again for sure. Sounds good.
And you also have to meet my favorite NPCs in the game. They're only in the festival when you can get into the theater. You have to wait till they're sleeping before cheering at them.
Oh yeah? Okay.
Yep. It's actually really interesting to see it after everything despawns. So I had a spare map on an alt, which is where I took that photo that I sent. Okay, you can get this guy now. and it looks kind of lonely and eerie without most of the NPCs, but it's very peaceful as well.
Nice.
And a fun fact is you can advance a troll slayer deed because the grumpy trolls on the hill across the lake are there all the time. So if you have a spare map or just never leave and you want to do some troll slayer deeds, there you go.
Okay. Interesting. Alright, so let's see. Anything planned to further filter gold spammers here? Yeah, I mean, we have been working on that actually quite a bit. You may recall a recent issue where some of the Russian players were having a hard time logging in, and that was actually a byproduct of kind of a effort we had to do because we were just getting hit really hard by gold spammers who were filtering through a Russian IP. We've done everything from, like, say, ISP bans to regional bans, IP bans, all sorts of things, and we're going to continue to do that. We're actually looking at some other things we can do as well. We know that the gold spammers are annoying the heck out of you, and so that's something we plan to try to work on. Continue to work on, rather.
Yes, Santor, those are the two I'm referring to.
What is this world coming to? What is this world coming to?
So I will throw in the chimes with everybody else saying that the new cosmetics, the elk and whatnot, is freaking gorgeous.
Cool. Oh, I'm glad to hear it. I know it's been a little bit of a lore debate, which is interesting, you know. That's okay.
Yeah.
Would you do something for me?
I figure if you don't want to have one, don't buy one. It doesn't mess with lore. I mean, we've got goats, and goats aren't even in the movies, so, you know, it only strengthens the argument for war pigs, I'm just saying.
Yeah. Oh, I remember the keg one. I'll definitely do that one. Alright?
Well, you better, because you're a dwarf.
Oh, right, I need to avoid the town guards, don't I? Which are right there.
Yes, avoid the town guards. Hey, there's somebody who's got a name you absolutely love. It's Lionel. No, over here.
What?
Well, there's a guard at the bottom of the stairs, but you can just jump over the railing and just go straight here.
Wait a second, where am I? Oh, going down the stairs?
Where did you go?
I'm hiding from the Watcher.
Follow me.
Oh, this way? Okay.
Yeah, that way you avoid the Watcher at the bottom of the stairs.
Not bad.
This is intolerable. Stay and hear me out.
Alright, I'll do a little bit of cleaning. That's fine. Ew. No, I remember I did the barrel run, if I recall, last year for this event, but it's been a little while.
He doesn't get to play Lotro as often as we do because we make him work a lot.
Yep. Whose idea was it to ask a dwarf to carry a keg? I don't think that was a keg. I thought that was just a cup. You sure that was a keg? Seemed like a cup to me. Alright, so I appreciate your feedback about the loot boxes. So, you know, like I said, our intention on that stuff is that it be similar to, but not better than, the stuff you can actually earn in the game. So when we don't live up to that expectation, we'll just need to let us know, give us the feedback, and we'll have to do what we can to adjust it. I know that briefly we did have, because the Abyss of Mordath raid was not yet available, we had a couple of days there where there was a couple of things you could get that were not, you know, that were better than what else you could get. But now that the raid is out, that's no longer the case. But I would just caution that just because one number is maybe a little bit lower doesn't necessarily mean that something else is not good enough. You know, there's a balancing act that goes on where sometimes if you want to make one thing higher, another thing needs to be lower. That may not always work with your build or your intention. Well, that doesn't necessarily make it a worse item. Why do shields not have Light of Arundel, but offhand weapons from the, for example, Lore Master does? I believe it's because it's only supposed to be on weapons. So it's not so much a main hand offhand as it is a weapon or non-weapon. Hey, thanks Chris, nice to see you here. Happy holidays to you and everyone over at the place you're working as well. Alright, I have now officially cleaned up everything I need to clean up. I see.
Now you need to come and do the theater.
Want me to do the theater one? Yeah, okay. That sounds fine.
Yeah.
This is another emote list one, isn't it? I remember trying to do this one last time.
Hello there. Might I speak with you a moment?
When can we expect more tweaks to creeps? They could really use some finesse and get their incoming healing back, or to get their incoming healing back.
And if you join me on this riser and look over your right shoulder, you will see my two favorite NPCs in game.
Which one's that?
Your other right shoulder.
I guess I'm not getting what you're looking for. I don't understand.
These guys up here on by the fireplace, up to the right.
Okay.
Stage left.
Hello there.
Looking away from the stage.
Yeah, someone's saying, who owns the rights to the Muppet Show? As a Muppet fan, I can tell you it is Disney. Yes.
Well, it's a thinly built-in joke.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, if you look over your right shoulder toward the top, the box with our 2 theater critics.
Oh, okay. I understand what you're saying now. I understand. Okay. Nice.
And whoever wrote their text was amazing.
Thanks, P. Hansen, for being here. Appreciate it. Anything new on the Yule Fest? New items. Not new quests this year or anything, but new items. Yep. Oh, talk to the announcer. Where's the announcer? Do you know where the announcer is?
The announcer's outside.
Okay. So, someone asked a question, which is, are we aware that the locks for the Court of Saragost are longer than 24 hours when you do them near the reset? We're aware of the reports, and we sent that to an engineer yesterday to look into. What we're not yet sure on is what's going on. Whether or not there's just an issue in code with the timer, an issue with the world clock, or something else going on. So we're taking a look at that. But we don't have anything really to announce at this time about it. But yeah, we are aware that we have seen those reports. I personally passed them along to QA, who passed them up to the engineer and all that sort of thing. So we're looking into it. Okay. Participate with my wish. Oh, wow. Okay.
Hey, it's my Kenny Bear doing?
So my natural tendency would be to support the poor. Is that a bad choice to make for some reason?
You can do whichever you like. I will say that if Standing Stone Games chooses to do an encore later on, you can do both of them in one year.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't really matter which you choose. You just get different titles, different cosmetics. I've done it so many times. I have them all multiple times.
All right.
What can I do for you?
Rumbles needs to put some gosh darn shoes on. That dude's got to be cold with his bare feet.
You think? Well, you know.
Yeah,
You train yourself to, you know, to weather
He's
the
also
storm
hobbit.
there. It's thick skin, you know. It's like if you live in a beachfront community and spend all your days outside, you know, eventually you don't get sunburned as much.
What can I do for you?
Okay. Fort in Frostbluff.
Ashigaru is correct. If you pick to support the rich folks, the game will remember you and make you feel like the biggest jerk ever.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Yeah, it's really awesome about that. It really does the guilt tripping. But the rest of the raid would love to pelt you with snowballs before we leave.
Alright, well, I could do it. I should have time to
done.
do another one of those. That's fine.
Yay!
Oh, someone's saying who is chatting with Cordovan. This is Druid's Fire, who streams on Fridays. Gondor has no druids, and you also stream on your personal channel and stuff.
I do, and I will be sort of kind of making sneaky appearances on the other side too, as part of McVegan Pants show, which I'm really excited about.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
I'll have no idea what I'm doing. It'll be like watching you play this game.
Pretty much.
Flash troll!
Okay, I'm guessing that person just talked to is the one I need to talk to, but they're gone for now. So let me hang out until they come back.
They will despawn. It's kind of like the chest you guys altered in the basement of the burrow this year.
Yeah.
Which actually, quite frankly, annoys the heck out of me. Because it's been working fine for 10 years. I hope nobody fixed the bug with the one snowman that you can make.
Oh, yeah? Yeah,
there's one of the piles of snow that spawns when you are ready to make the snowman as part of that snowman quest. It's the one closest to the snowball field. If you build a snowman on it, the snowman is really stinking huge. And yeah, I hope that bug didn't get fixed because it was cute. It didn't break anything.
Well, I'm in favor of doing things that are fun.
I did like the change that was made that you no longer need to have certain tiers of deeds completed. Like, as you continue doing the deeds or doing the quests in the Frostbluff area, you get different tiers of what you can do. And one of the things that was a point of contention was that a lot of the cosmetics were gated behind which tier you had. So everybody had to grind through all the tiers to get everything. And I believe you guys removed that restriction this year, and it was actually kind of cool.
Cool. Yeah, so I'm trying to get to the bottom of this person's question about loot as well. I think if you're talking specifically about Abyss of Mordath items available in the loot boxes, and then therefore being the highest available because the raid was not yet available, that is, as of now, not an issue because the raid is now available. That was only an issue for a couple of days because we had to close off the raid to really address two issues. One, there was a significant bug slash cheese tactic slash thing that was uncovered on Bull Roar last weekend, and we didn't want that to be used to grab the original Challenger title. And then two, we had heard the community's feedback about please don't let the raid go live unless I can earn that original Challenger title. So we wanted to just give it a couple of days here so that we could address both those issues. Those were addressed in patch, and so now we do have the raid available. So any itemization that you might be able to get from a lockbox that was temporarily higher than anything else available due to the raid not yet being around, that is now a non-issue.
How can I be of service?
Hey, I just told everyone to sod off. Now I'm telling them they got jobs. You know, make them feel bad, then make them feel good. That's what I'm all about, right? First I ruin your day, then I try to make it better.
Friend.
I'm sorry. Did you need something?
if I remember, Bill Hyde was over here, I think. Is that right? Yeah, the only gear available at the Abyss Vendor is the armor. That's the exact same level as the loot box vendor. Yes, but the one available outside of the loot box is upgradable, whereas the loot box one is not. At least that's what my understanding is.
I'm sorry, did you need something?
All right. Oh, down the stairs was Bill. Oh, yep, there we go. Cool.
What can I do for you?
Yay, the big snow pile snowman thing has not been fixed. Thank you.
Nice.
I mean,
What you need?
it's the snowman is like 3 times my size.
I'll have to check out that shabby dress. See what that's like.
Could I speak
very
with
classy.
you a moment?
I'll wait to talk to these NPCs again. We've got about 10 minutes left, so that should be time to do another snowball fight, so I'd be happy to head down there and we'll take care of that.
There's a party awaiting.
I'm not able to talk to the vendor, though. Is that known?
Wait, the announcer's not up for you?
Well, he's up, but there's no coin above his head or anything. Any PvP changes coming, or was that it? No, that's not it. We're going to be doing further PvP work over the course of next year here too. So we did some work in earlier patches. We've done some more work here, and we're going to continue to do a little bit more work.
Well, you don't have to have the quest for us to hit you with snowballs.
Yeah, that's fine with me. That's cool.
Okay, it just ended, so it might pop here in a few moments.
Yep. I'm sorry, someone is sending me tells in game related to this item thing too. I guess the best way that I would go about doing this is go to the forums, get those images of what you feel is available that should not be in the loot box, explain your reasoning why, and explain why you feel it is better than anything else that is available. And that's something that I can then pass along to the design and development team to look into further and get their opinions on it and see what they want to do about that. But trying to sort of send it to me through a series of tells in game is just kind of hard to follow up on all that stuff. So it'd be better if you put that in a place like the forums. And like I said, just put the actual screenshots of the items, explain why you feel it's better than anything else currently available. For the raid gear, for example, compare it to the raid gear available in the barter vendor, things like that. And we'll take a look at that.
And we told you that last week as well, Wilden.
Yeah.
By the way, It should pop the quest ring here in just a few moments. There's a little
Cool.
bit of a cooldown between turns.
Yep, that's fine.
Hey, we've got music. If you have your music turned on, you can hear it.
I do. Happy new Star Wars Day. Hey, Jay, appreciate you being here. And heck yeah, so not today for me, but for tomorrow, I have got myself a pair of tickets to see Star Wars. We actually are going to have a little bit of
I'm gonna see
a...
it tonight.
Yeah, so we managed to get it tomorrow because we were able to rent out an entire showing, entire theater for Standing Stone Games, and we're kind of doing that as like, I don't know, I guess you could almost call it a holiday party, but not really, but kind of, because everyone wants to see Star Wars. So,
Well, of course.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm just going to the fancy theater that's literally like 2 seconds away from my work, and I'm only going to work like 3.5 hours a day. It's amazing.
Nice. Yeah, that's going to be cool. I've heard good things about it. I'm looking forward to it. I really liked the Force Awakens, so I'm looking forward to this one.
I'm excited. I'm wearing my Skywalker Ranch jacket today, and even though I'm not allowed to wear T-shirts at work, I'm wearing my Antilles Flight School T-shirt, and this is me not caring.
Nice.
Okay, quest ring should be up for you.
It is. I'll try hard
Let's
this
go.
time.
Do something for me.
This is gonna be funny.
Why, what's the difference?
Well, it's not called hard for no reason, Jerry. Plus the fact that you're going to be competing for snowballs with all of us, and we're going to pelt you in the face.
Yeah, well, I'm just going to hide behind this tree. You'll never catch me here. Can't even
Well, these are
see
like
me, right?
5 fish
Except
flapping-
for the big name.
Yeah, I can see you. Dwarves are not small.
If I stand really still, you'll confuse me for a snow person, and then no.
I'm saying you probably should just stand on one of the snowmen and let people throw snowballs at you, because that's, yeah, you're going to get smacked in the face on that.
Oh, nice. Someone on Facebook is celebrating their 25th anniversary by seeing Star Wars tonight. That's fantastic. That'll be a super fun night. May the
Happy
Force be with you.
anniversary!
Yeah. I'll be taking my 6-year-old to see Star Wars, assuming that it's suitable for a 6-year-old, which I assume it will be, over the holidays here too.
You never know.
Well, I mean, I suspect this is going to be another one of those dark middle chapters, but, you know, I saw Empire when I was his age, so I'm sure it'll be fine.
Get off my lawn. I remember watching the original and being like, the Millennium Falcon flying into the Death Star docking bay. Time to flip the laser disc over.
Nice.
Yeah, Blaney too. That huge snowman is amazing, isn't it? It is a nice little bug that should never be fixed.
All right. Yay!
All right, go, go, go!
Oh, so you just have to pelt more people? Is that what the difference is between normal and hard?
Yeah, but the timer is still the timer.
Yeah. Does it matter how many times you are hit as opposed to how many people you hit?
Well, the more times you're hit, you get debuffs, and it makes your walk slower.
Oh, okay,
So it
I
makes it
see
harder
that.
to complete the challenge.
Okay, makes sense. Stop taking my snow.
It's not your snow. Didn't belong to you. It's not got your name on it.
How
It
do you
doesn't say
know?
Jerry Snowpile.
It does, it's just on the bottom. You
Doesn't say
can't
your-
see it.
Yeah, whatever.
Gosh darn it. Okay, so this hard will be hard to do just because you need to be able to sort of camp a snow pile to get all the stuff.
Well, there's also like a million people in here by design.
Yeah.
See, you also get stunned if you get hit off and up. Aha. There's also a cooldown on them too.
Interrupted. To my last
can happen
dying
too.
grasp, I grab Snow and say, "You shall be pelted."
Right in the face. Ashigaru, I approve of those shenanigans. You did get the joke. It's an Overwatch thing.
Oh yeah? Yeah, that's true. I didn't get it.
Yeah,
I'm just
Anna
wondering how
is
many
just,
Hedwigs we're going to have. I have a feeling it's going to be quite a few.
All I know is I'm glad you made the snow hair because Vincent has been rampaging on in the community for years, wanting a white bunny for all the Monty
Nice.
Python jokes.
Well, that
So
may
you
well
finally
be the
made Vincent
motivation.
happy.
Some people do read the forums and that, and we try to give people what they want. As a matter of fact, I think actually the elk is really directly from fairly long-term community want on the forum, saying they'd like to have something like that.
Well, there you go. You got pelted in the face by lapis snowballs by friends.
From hell's heart I stab at thee. Nice. Alright, so that is going to wrap it up here with Court of the Rings. Like I say, I'm not sure I'll be back next week. Stay tuned. If I'm not, I'll try to announce it on social media. Otherwise, I'll be here for at least a little while. Thank you very much for watching. You can find all of our shows on the Twitch channel here. We do archive this stuff to YouTube as well. If you would like to subscribe to us on YouTube, you'll get these videos in your subscription feed. Like us on Facebook because, hey, why not? And hope you're enjoying the Abyss of Mordath raid. Hope you enjoy the Yule Fest, which runs through January 7th. And I will talk to you again soon. Have fun. And have fun, everyone, in game there, too.